Well, after the mockery of a match against Man United where there were 2 extra time goals, one of which gave Man United the winner and earned me a nice fine from the FA for criticizing the refereeing, we have been on a really good run. In our last 5 games, we've scored 9 goals. We haven't given up any. The boys are doing well. For the most part, we're healthy. Today, though, we're playing Monaco in our Champions League group game, and this could be the game that decides the group. Win, and I think we're through. Lose, and it's going to be a tough ask. Draw, and we just made it that much harder for ourselves. My name's FM19, and this is the Palace March, episode 66. And as you can see, we have been doing really well. The new tradition of not playing our League Cup games, especially the third round game, as a live comm has held true as we beat Leicester 2-0. Chris Mapham, a 24th minute goal off a very nice header off a set piece. William Gubbles, a 42nd minute goal. We had 13 shots, 5 on target to Leicester's 8 and 4. The defense was just solid this game, and in fact, they were better than solid. That's the big reason why we won. They stopped Leicester's offense from really putting anything together. Leicester had their chances. They couldn't make the most of them. William Gubbles also had a very nice game. 2 key passes, the nice assist off the corner kick, and the goal. No, this wasn't the game Tonali went on injured. I think maybe this was. We got a revenge on Manchester, somewhat, by beating City 2-0 at home in Selhurst. Paulo Dybala got sent off for a straight red in the 89th minute. I think he was just upset at how bad Man City was playing, and frankly, I don't blame him. We absolutely dominated them this game. Yes, they had 19 shots, 7 on target, but they had no clear-cut chances. They had the one-half chance. We had 17 shots, 12 on target. We were just that much better in front of the goal than they were. Why we only have the one clear-cut chance, I am not quite sure. But our defense and our strikers were just that much better than theirs. Everybody just had a subpar game for Man City. And even so, it was... we did dominate them. But we earned it. It wasn't like we took it to them easily. They made us earn it. Borja Mayoral, 35th minute goal. Jakob Ricci, a goal in the extra time of first period. A really, really solid performance by the team all around, really. I mean, 6.7 was the lowest score, and that was by Luis. I can't complain. 17 shots, 12 on target. When we're that good in front of the goal, we're not going to lose a lot of those games. Next up was our group game away at Milan. Fagner, an 83rd minute goal to see us through. I did play a mostly rotated side here. Ramsden got the start. Sablick got the start. Correa is starting more than Sablick is at defensive right back. Chilwell got the start at defensive left back. Nketiah got the start at striker. The defense, again, a really solid performance. Sisto had a really good performance for Milan. But players like N'Golo Kante, Wanyama, and Donnarumma, well, Donnarumma was Donnarumma. He had a 6'8". The fact that Ramsden had a 7'2" tells you how good Ramsden was between the sticks today. Milan, they had their chances. They had 21 shots, 12 on target to our 15 and 6. They had the one clear-cut chance and 2 half chances. They couldn't put anything together when it really counted. They had some really nice ball movement in the middle third of the field, and they got it up into what I would consider our third of the field. Well, not easily. It didn't take them a lot of effort to do that a lot of times, but when it got there, the defense just absolutely clamped down. And that's actually a big reason why Cordy, Fagner, and Sablick all have yellow cards. After Milan, it was, a return to Leicester for a regular Premier League game, and we shut them out 2-0. Douglas Santos got sent off on a double yellow card within the space of, good grief, math, 14 minutes? William Gubbles, a brace of goals. This was the game Tonali went out injured. He twisted his ankle. He's out for, 1 to 3 weeks, something like that. Gubbles, a 69th minute penalty kick, and then a 93rd minute goal. Thank you, FM. Leicester, again, just could not put anything together. 10 shots, 3 on target for them to our 11 and 6. Again, my defenders and my attackers were just better than theirs. Gubbles, a player of the match with 2 goals. Manning got the start, also had a very solid game. Created 1 chance, had a key pass, had the assist on the Gubbles goal, or had the assist Yeah, had the assist on the second Goebbels goal. The first one was the penalty kick, of course. Rule a solid game. Basankic a solid game. Neka 6'9", which I guess for him, it's not exactly solid per se, but, you know, I've never understood goalkeeper ratings when it comes to this game. PSG has started sniffing around him again. Their managers actually started coming to the games, so I think they're going to try and make a move for him in the January transfer window. After Leicester, we were away at Fulham. This was after the international break, and we won there 2-0. Fagner, 30th minute goal. Mepham, a 61st minute goal. 17 shots, 5 on target for us, to just 7-1 for Fulham. They could not put anything together. And as you can see, we had a solid game all around. Faraz got the start on the left side. Faraz and Mepham got the start. I'm resting Basankic and Raul. I've got a nice rotation going along my defensive back four. I'm hoping I can keep it up the entire season. Last season, as you know if you followed the series, last season just about killed half the players. Fagner, the player of the match, based on his defensive performance. You know, he had the one key pass and the goal, but he was absolutely solid on defense today. He's a big reason why the midfield dominated this game. The defenders also dominated this game. They absolutely shut down Fulham's attack. They couldn't put anything together. And kind of salt on the wound, we had a huge possession advantage as well. The second half, Fulham, they gave up. They only had 2 shots the second half. It was, I don't want to say they saw the writing on the wall. I think they were playing for the draw. I think they were hoping for a late goal. And then when Mepham scored, they just absolutely went on the defense and dared us to come at them. So as you can see, in the Premier League, we are back in first place, a point ahead of Man United, 4 points ahead of Everton. The top 7, well, the top 8 are the top 8 you would probably expect. I don't think anybody would expect Everton being this high, but then again, we're also 6 years ahead of where we are in actual life. Group stage-wise, we are tied with Monaco, and we have a little bit better goal differential from them. That is why today's game is key. Overall, group-wise, no real big surprises thus far. Well, maybe Valencia being first in their group. That would be what I would consider to be the big surprise. But Valencia has been a pretty good team the past couple of years. They finished 3rd in La Liga. So today, Monaco. I'm going to set the best 11 and the reserves, and we will come back for that match in just a bit. Well, today we are playing Monaco. We're playing our 4-3-3. Neck and goal. Selhurst, Basankic, Mepham, and Correa as the defensive back 4. Fagner, Cordy, and Jeff as the midfield 3. Ricci, Goebbels, and Mayoral up top as the strikers. Monaco is playing a 4-1-4-1. I don't know that I've seen them play that before. They do have Pelegri up top. And early on in the save, when I was looking at upgrading my striker position, it came down to him and Goebbels. I chose Goebbels. And I'm happy with that choice. I really am. But if you compare the two, Pelegri's turned out to be the better overall player, which I'm not really going to complain about. Although rumor has it he's looking to move this season. Plus he's wanted by both Manchester teams and Barcelona. I'm a half hour in, no highlights. Well, now we get one. Jeff to Cordy, to Fagner, back to Cordy, out to Selhurst on the left. He's got space, crosses it in. Goebbels is there, but he skies it over the crossbar. Pacetto driving forward, crosses it in. Mepham knocks it away, but Marin's there. He passes it to Elmerzaev, to Golovin, back to Elmerzaev, to Paredes, to Pacetto. To Paredes. A lot of build up here. Back to Heinrichs. Well, to Luiz. To Heinrichs. Back to Luiz. Heinrichs up to Pacetto all alone. Crosses it. And Pelegri scores. Okay. Let's take a look at this in the 3. That was a lot of really good ball movement by Monaco. You knew eventually something was going to happen. And it looks like Mepham absolutely whiffed on stopping him from scoring. Okay, well, halftime. Halftime and things could be better. The stats are pretty even. They've had the 2 on target. We haven't. All 5 of our shots have been off target. Now, 60 minutes in, no real highlights. There was a penalty kick from about 25 yards that Paredes skied over the crossbar. It wasn't worth showing you. We're going to make a couple changes here. Bosankic, for whatever reason, is nervous, but then again, he is also not a fan of big games, so Faraz is going to come in for him. Benasser is going to come on for Fagner, and we're going to save our last sub. Almirzaev on the throw-in to Luiz. Back to Almirzaev. To Luiz. He taps up to Golovin. Paredes almost loses the ball. Long pass to Passetto on the right. He drives towards the center. Really long shot. Don't know why. Neka. In the crowd towards Mayoral. Knocked down, but it goes to Correa. He taps it over to Jeff. To Cordy. Long pass to Centellis in space on the left. He crosses it in. Mayoral over the crossbar. They're still not calling that a clear-cut chance either. Only 3 minutes of extra time. Last chance, guys. Benasser to Mepham. Knocked away. Rulli. The game ends. Nuts. Well, it wasn't the best performance by either team, but the Pelegri goal is what sees Monaco through. They had 10 shots, 4 on target to our 11-2. Is not a good performance, boys. Well, our one saving grace, if you can call it that, is after this game, we've got Swansea in 3 days. And we got Huddersfield in 3 days. And they are bottom of the league. They're in a relegation fight, so I can play a pretty rotated side against them. Man City in the carrot-off 4th round. Do we come back for the away match at Monaco? No, we're going to come back for Stoke. I said that last episode, that's what we're going to do here. We're going to come back for Stoke and then Milan. And Milan will probably be the game that decides who is going on in the Champions League and who is going to the Europa League. Disappointing performance by the boys. Granted, that was 3 days after our Fulham game, but everybody was healthy. Pietro Pelegri. Well, there are worse players to lose a game to when they score in extra time. Believe me, I know, I've lost to them, especially this save. If you liked what you've seen and heard, please leave a like. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer them as fast as I can. My name is FM19, and I thank you for watching.